Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Ellipsis Live Battles, or Gameplay, whatever I keep calling it. I think I've changed the title a couple times now. But today we have the Piccolo Maidens deck featured earlier in the week versus Blue-Yellow Janemba Mill. We have Brad on the left playing the Piccolo deck. I'm on the right playing Janemba. I'm not excited for this game. I knew going into it this would be really rough. But off the first Janemba swing, we are hitting a 5-drop Zerline and a Fu Shrouded in Mystery. Fu is one of those cards that like Janemba just can't deal with, really. So it's kind of good to hit that early on. Now, the card that was charged, this deck is still slightly proxied out, just like most of the draft box decks are right now, because we're still trying to get all of our product, or get enough product. However, I want to put it. So, but the energy I charged was the blue-yellow Angel Rare. That's what that's supposed to be. There is one copy in the deck, so hopefully that'll actually come up. Alright, he's going to swing his leader. I'm just going to take the hit. So the idea behind this version of Janemba, I keep checking the top deck as if I'm the one playing Piccolo. That's funny. No, so the idea behind this deck is using the Universe 10 stuff, like the 1-drop Kawasu, as well as Universe 10 Assemble, and the 2-drops, whose names I can't remember. Here comes the Kawasu. So Kawasu is really cool, especially combined with Janemba, because the thing is you activate main, look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, as you can see me doing here, and then rearrange them in any order. So what I'm able to do with it is I'm able to stack my opponent's top deck for the mill. So it's like, oh, I can hit all of your good cards. So like, there's the Jamise that you need. There's the Kaksuna that's really strong. Just all of these things. In one of the games we were testing, I played against Hatchiak, and what I was able to do is I was able to stack the Demigra on top and then swing and just mill that. Alright, gonna play the Psyche Demon. I'm pretty sure it misses here. It did. The deck runs at the moment a very limited amount of Janemba targets just because there's just a lot of things crammed into the deck at the moment. There is the blue-yellow generic engine, the Universe 10 engine, the small Janemba engine, and then just general blue stuff. Like Dimension Magic, Senzu Bean. Kate. My girlfriend's in the kitchen opening some package, and it looks like it's making a lot of noise. Alright, Piccolo's charging that third energy, opting for the Senzu Bean, which is kind of rough because now it turns off the ability for him to use Cell's Earth Destroying Kamehameha. But sometimes with the deck, you just have to accept that you're not going to get the optimal charges. But here comes the 3-drop Jamise. Swinging in, doing 1 damage. Swinging in with the Jamise. We're both tapped out. I don't really have the ability to combo without dropping a lot of good stuff that I don't want to get rid of. He's going to use the effect to drop a card and then warp it. You could keep. It was in the freezer. Alright, I think Brad is just deciding on what card he wants to discard here for the Jamise effect. Yep, opting to drop the second Zerloin, which means he only has 1 left in the deck. But as we can see, because of the camera, it's in his hand, so he's pretty much fine. Activating Kawasu. Activate main to rearrange the top cards of the deck. Swinging leader, drawing, milling a hidden potential on the Senzu Bean. And then on 3 energy, I'm not really going to do many things. It's just not... Like, the deck doesn't do that many things. I might play another copy of Kawasu. I might evolve into Childish Heart, but it's not much complicated, cool stuff. It's Janemba. When was the last time Janemba did anything really cool? Alright, Brad's going to charge. I don't know if he scryed or not. There is a turn where he misses his scry. I don't know if that was this game or another game that we recorded. I just told him to, just draw a card, because it is a mandatory effect. You have to draw the top card and then draw for turn. You can't choose to not draw. looking at the energy, what's he going to charge? He's going to charge a copy of Shocking Death Ball, which I don't know if I would necessarily do, because the Shocking Death Ball allows him to snipe the Gowasu as well as the Psyche Demon. Because Janemba is going to inevitably attack. It can't not attack. I mean, its win condition is by milling. And the milling is mostly done through the attacks from the leader. So it just has to happen. But yeah, this is what I'm telling him. I'm like, well, you have to draw for turn anyways. So this could have technically changed like what he would have charged, but I can't see what he drew. Doesn't look like anything crazy. Brad opting to tap 3, play the Zerloin. Here comes the Angel. The Angel is a counterplay that says when your opponent plays a battle card, it costs 5 or less. That card is played with its skills negated for the turn, or for the duration of the turn. Really good straw. I mean, it's a Bloodlust effect on an Aegis body, and usually the Aegis effect on a card doesn't really matter. The ones that we've gotten with Aegis before this one are not very good. There was a Janemba, a Zamasu. The Kefla from set 7 was actually pretty good, but like the deck had no reason to run that card. This one, however, you just discard a blue yellow, untap 2, draw 2, and this is pretty good. Swinging the leader, I'm going to trigger, drop a Frost Deadly Poison, draw 2 cards, and untap 2. And still take the damage. Now the idea behind that is just so I can defend off like the other attackers, because he has a 30k coming in. He's got a 15k on the board. In theory, he can play another card if he has a Kaxun in hand, or if he has Senzu Beans. So here comes the Mafuba, just covering up the Zerline. Just because like when I attack with my leader, he could blow it up, meaning I can't attack with a battle card, so it acts as a pseudo Nimbus effect, and then he would be able to also summon something from the drop. So Janemba turn 4, usually pretty big. Usually the only turn where Janemba does a lot of stuff. So we're gonna go Asu, look at the top cards, most likely put a battle card on top of the deck, because here comes Obuni, and when Obuni is played, he summons 3 afterimage tokens to the field. They are 15Ks. We're gonna be using Asuka tokens from Chrono Clash. And then I think I triggered the Obuni effect to look at the top card. If that card is a battle card at the start of my opponent's next turn, I get to untap 1 energy. And here comes the mill. So hitting double check land, which is pretty good. I have no recollection as to what my hand is at this point, but no changes have happened to the deck since this video. So I'm trying to remember what exactly was in it at the time. Alright, doing 15. Brad's just going to opt to take the damage. Swinging in with the 20k Obuni. Now the cool part about the afterimage tokens is they act as a protection effect for Obuni. If they're on the field, he can't be KO'd. The other cool part about them is they have combo power, which most tokens in the game don't seem to have. So one of the games I was playing with the deck, I resolved 3 of them, and I had 9 tokens on board, so that's 45 combo power for free. And there's not a lot of cards right now in the format that get rid of tokens, which is really strong. Brad opting to spark the D magic there instead of just negating it. I guess opting to have more energy / see more cards in the attempt to stave off more attacks. Because in theory, I have 4 more attacks if I want to go that way. Because again, the tokens are 15Ks, and I believe the Angel Rare is either a 16 or a 19. Effectively the same number, but still, it's another attacker. Especially to a 10k body. It'd be really strong if Brad dropped the 5-drop Ripperant here. Because as long as I don't have the Frost Deadly Poison or another copy of the Angel Rare, he's just able to blow my board up and start doing some things. charging the hidden potential, which seems interesting. I guess he wants to get out of his hand. But personally, what I would probably do is if I have other targets in hand, I would put the hidden potential under the leader for the awaken. That way you can drop it and then charge whenever you need to. But he can do the same thing with Android 18s that he's already comboed with. Looks like he's going to Surge Awaken. I'm counting the cards in his deck because I'm Janemba and I need to know that type of thing. At the rate, I think it's around 18 to 19 cards, and it's just not looking viable to go for the deck out condition. So we saw him draw a Universe to Assemble, the Cell that is the proxy, or the Cell Juniors that is the proxy for Riveran, the 2-drop. In, I think, 2 cases? One case. We didn't pull a single copy of that. And I don't think anybody else on the team, except for one person, pulled any of that card. So, working on picking them up as we go. But hey, no physical events for the time being, so no real rush to pick up anything. Alright, 5 energy. See what Brad does here. Looks like he's going to tap 3, summoning. He used the Ribrian, which is going to get hit with the Frost Deadly Poison, meaning it comes in rest mode with its effects negated. Now, I will have to swing into it during my next turn, which is a little upsetting, but it's not too terrible. Go, swing in later. Most likely not. I can't negate here because I can't Sparking, and I have no energy open, so. I think he's just saying 15. Alright, sorry, I looked away for a second. Doesn't look like anything's happened. Triggering the Aegis effect, dropping another copy of the Angel Rare, drawing 2. And then this is going to untap a blue and a yellow, or blue yellow, and a blue yellow. Alright, and here comes the Senzu putting my leader at 20k, meaning if he wants to attack, which means he has to combo more. Mafuba falls off. Now, the 2-drops haven't really been played in the deck. Liliboo, that's their name. So there's a 2-drop Liliboo that when it's played, you look at the top card of your opponent's deck. If it is a battle card, you choose one of your opponent's battle card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and bounce it. No cost restriction. And then if it's not a battle card, what you're able to do is you just draw a card, which is kind of nice. But the fun, cool combo that you can do with it is you can Universe to Assemble, summon the Liliboo, check the top card that you already stacked because of Universe to Assemble, and then bounce another problem card. Tapping 4 for another copy of Ubuni, which means I'll get 2 separate triggers now of the Activate main. So I'm untapping 2 every turn as long as Ubuni stays on the field. Gonna swing in at the card that I have to swing in at, which is the Giant Deadly Defender. Gonna mill 2 off the lead effect. He's gonna negate with Pretty Black Hole, opt to draw and kill his Zerloin. As when I explained that the card says non-token. So if he were able to do it, he can't really blow anything up. So he just opts to kill the Angel and the 2 1-drops instead. And then he goes to activate Zerloin effect, but the thing is Zerloin's effect won't activate because Pretty Black Hole 1 negates your card, and 2 does not say KO, which is the keyword that which is the key thing that needs to happen for Zerloin to resolve, unless I get rid of it via my effect. Alright, so just passing. and then untapping 2 at the start of his turn. The rough part is now he's got a 30k triple striker on board that I need to find a way to deal with because of the fact that my only real removal in the deck at the moment is Demon Sword Janemba. So I need to find a Childish Art, or I just need to find the Demon Sword to get rid of the card. And essentially it's put me on a clock now, because the minute he's able to rip my hand to 0, or at least low enough where he can get like a triple striker to resolve, he just summons the Bad Omen from his energy. So here comes the 20k leader swing. Looking at it, I think I'm just going to take the damage, get as many cards in my hand as I can, and here comes the Dimension Magic. Universe 2 Assemble is going to draw a card and then sack another copy of Ribrianne, most likely. Yep. Boy. Now, if I were Barrett, I'd probably swing in here with the Jamise just to try and force more cards out of my hand, or force me to combo the tokens on the field. Just kind of like a little bit of action economy to get rid of stuff. But passing, I'm going to charge another copy of the 2-drop Lulaboo, and most likely find a way or play a card that manipulates the top card of the deck. It sees a Golasu in the hand. It looks like the play. Tapping 1. Asking him if that resolves, because Hand Potential is a card. So is UI if you wanted to UI something. Alright, activating, looking at the top 3 cards. Can't see what they are. But I mean, we'll see them in a second when the leader mills them. Or at least mills 2 of them. And trigger the Ubuni effect to reveal the top card of the deck twice, and showing that it is a 5-drop Ribrianne. Here comes the leader swing. Sparking the D magic. This will put him to 3, so now he has access to his leader effect again. Or now has access to his leader effect, which allows him to start ripping more and more cards from me. Here comes the UI and the Ribrianne, swapping the proxy out for the real copy of the card. And once again, checking the deck on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. More than I can mill in a turn right now, with that, unless I have multiple Senzu Beans and multiple Childish Arts, which I definitely don't have in hand. But here comes the Demon Sword Janemba. Tapping 4 energy, leaving 1 open. It's at this point that I'm like, alright, cool, what if I attack with it? I always didn't want to give him another opportunity to rip cards out of my hand. And I was trying to think of, so there was something that I was like fearful of happening, and I don't remember what. In theory, I guess he could combo a super combo and then blow up the Demon Sword. But summoning the Rubberana off the Ribrianne effect when she dies, I'm going to untap the 2 energy from the Ubunis. Realistically, again, probably should have just started attacking with stuff. I had 8 attackers on board, and 2 of which are 20Ks. It allows me to get a lot of cards out of his hand. Not exactly sure why I didn't decide to go for stuff here, but it happens sometimes. Leader effect's going to force me to warp 2. I'm going to warp a 2-drop as well as a Beer's Fickle God. And then he's going to tap 2 to warp the 2-drop Ribrianne. I'll discard 2 more cards, one of which looks like the AOD Janemba. And tapping 2 more for the other copy of Ribrianne in the Grave. At this point, I'm like looking at my hand. I'm like, dude, can you stop ripping shit from me? I don't really have much to get rid of. Like in my hand, it's like a Dimension Magic, a Deadly Poison, both of which I have to hold because I'm trying to not die. And I'm also trying to not get blown out by another copy of Ribrianne. Counting 5 cards left in the deck, it's one of those, alright, if I survive the turn here, if I hold the AOD Janemba, I do win the game. But it's also just a matter of trying to find out how to win. Or how to survive, really. So, discarding the copy of Deadly Poison. This is the 3rd one I've gone through, meaning it's the last one in the deck. And it looks like I discarded the Dimension Magic as well. Here comes the Rubberana. I'm like, alright, cool, sure. No negates. South Earth destroying Kamehameha, which he doesn't get to rip a card from my hand because of the fact that he has the blue from the Senzu Bean, so he takes it back, opting to Bean instead, bringing it to 4 mana. Now, what I'm able to do here is I do have a 5, 10, 15. I have 30k combo on board from just tokens alone. So assuming he doesn't go out of control here, I'm able to just try and protect myself. Alright, he's going to make me drop a card from hand, or bottom deck a card from hand with the Android 18. And that's a 30k Rob swing. I think he's going to tap 2, summon another Rob. His leader hasn't swung yet, so I just untap it. Then we have a conversation about whether or not he swung the leader, and I said I don't think you have. Cool. Here's the tap 2 for the Rob, making me discard 2 more cards. I leave myself with a negate in hand. My theory is there's still 2 more Liliboo in the drop, or in the deck somewhere. So if I do get hit, I'll take the damage, and I'm able to, whatchamacallit, just kind of summon, or negate and summon, then bounce something, and try and survive. But if I remember here, he swings in, I think he combos something. Combos to make me lose the last card in hand. And goes to 25. So I'm going to combo 3 of the tokens to go to 30. Brett swinging with another 20k attacker. Now all he has to do to make me go to 1 is just combo up to, I mean, he would have to go to, say, 20, 30, 45. He'd have to go to 50, or 45. So he's going to swing and just pass. I don't know what's in his hand. He has to risk me not having Shadow Chart. I'm going to look at the top 3 cards of Kawasu. See if I can find anything that'll help me survive here. Swing it in. He's going to D-Magic Spark, which is a little concerning. I think I would have just kept the energy open, but if he has something like Hidden Potential in hand or the ability to combo more cards, I remind him to mill. And this is when I'm like, alright, cool, I have to try and kill you, otherwise I lose the game here. Using the effect to reveal, swinging 15k in. Now we know he has a Salazar's Destroying Kamehameha in hand because he revealed it the last turn. Even though he wasn't able to rip a card with it, he just kind of, he took it back. It is still a plus 15k attack or defense, so it's a strong card. Especially in this situation right now, because he knows he has a lot of attackers coming in. I don't have the ability to combo, so it's just swinging with a base 15k almost every time. Ripping as many cards as we can from his hand. He looks like he's at 2 life right now. So we're going to combo to 20k, trying to make him take another damage. Cool. There's the Secret Rare getting comboed, and the Ubundi Swing, which eats this, I almost said Sparking Negate, which it is, but Shocking Death Ball. And then I think I just realized that I have no way to kill him, and I definitely lose on the crackback, and I just scoop. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been an Ellipsis live game. I'm going to be trying to post one of these every day, Monday through Friday. There's other content, deck profiles if you guys want it. We're going to try and get some cube games up as well as some untapped gameplay. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Have a great rest of your day, and talk to you later.